I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas,
Hello again, Uncle Charles Wallingford back with another video dealing with relationships, marriage, and how to navigate through these things. I've been watching a lot of videos and listening to people talk and trying to understand where they're coming from, and I notice a lot of people are just missing the main point. A lot of people just, I don't know if it's by design or they're just over their head why they come to this conclusion or have this question. The question is why would somebody actually need to get married? Why would somebody actually need to get married in this day and age, especially in this day and age where people are capable of doing things and surviving without getting married? Because as times before, people could argue that you kind of needed to get married. And in some places, it wasn't even an argument, it is absolute truth, especially for a woman. A woman needed to get married to survive. And now that women actually don't need to get married to survive, people beg to ask the question, well, shoot, why do we get married then? What's the purpose? And a lot of people can never come up with a good answer. And I don't think it's an accident they can't come up with a good answer, because I truly believe there is a strategic plan to keep people from progressing. See, in this country, in the United States, we have so much opportunity. We have so many things that can allow us to change our station, change our class in one generation. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to people. Because when you come up with a new product, a new invention, a new system of doing things, you actually are taking other things away. You're hurting somebody else's business potentially. Perfect example is cell phones and the internet. Because of cell phones, the internet, we have smartphones, and the smartphone has taken out so many businesses that don't exist anymore. They simply don't exist. At one time, there were these things called telephone uh, books. Telephone books don't exist anymore because of the internet and cell phones. Pay phones don't exist because of internet and cell phones. And there's so many other businesses connected to those things that can't exist or don't need to exist anymore because of cell phones. Anybody can come up with a product that can change and make our lives better. And I believe the people who are rich and powerful know that and believe that in the United States. So they poison people, people's minds, poison people's thoughts with things that we know should not be. And not getting married is one of those things, because it has been studied over and over and over again and proven over and over again that a child that comes out of a well balanced married couple's home is always going to be prosperous. They're always prosperous. They're always better than the other children. So, what is the point of getting married? The point of getting married is children, giving children a better life, giving children a, a leg up that you didn't have. And when you do that, The risk for the people who have power is those people could be future problems. And I believe and I see it. I see it every day. I see weak, stupid, soft people, and I see strong, possibly dangerous people to people in business. Because here's the thing, when you have a certain amount of money, when you've earned a certain amount of money, what are you worried about? You're worried about losing it because you don't want to go back. People who don't have too much money, they're not worried about going back. They know what they've dealt with being poor or lower class or whatever, and it's not a big deal. But people who have seen how nice it can be and how much power they actually have, they don't want to lose it. And so they're willing to do a lot of things, a lot of dangerous things, a lot of awful things not to lose that power. Think about it, guys. How much money do you actually need to have something like a Maybach? You have enough money to buy another house if you buy a Maybach. Really, you do. You have enough money to buy countless, countless things. But once you sit in it, you're like, ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to go back to this. So you're willing to do awful things. And I've seen this. I've seen this and I've been behind enemy lines. I'll say this and I'll say that and this in other videos. I've been behind enemy lines. I've seen what some people do who have power, and it's a constant thing. And it's not amazing, because one of the big things that people with power, a lot of power, they have kids. And they want their kids to be in the best possible situation. And a lot of these people, most of these people with real power, meaning generational wealth or generational power, they get married. They get married. All the while, they try to convince you not to get married. Why? Because they know that kids that come out of a family where they have the mother and the father in the home are going to be formidable. They're going to make it more difficult. They're going to make it more difficult for their kids. That's more competition for their kids. Now your kids have raised the bar. Now their kids are going to have to work so much harder, and they've been given so much to them. They don't want that. They don't want their kids to work any harder. They don't want their kids to possibly lose. Because, see, rich people don't think of themselves completely. They think of their lineage, their family line. And this may cause a problem for our family line. So, guys, why should you get married? Children. Children are why you should get married. Putting your children in a good situation, a better situation than you had, is your responsibility. Now, some of you don't want to have kids. Some of you don't understand the payoff at the end. Guys, some of the happiest times of my life was because of what my kids were able to do. And it wasn't for me. It's just to watch them win. Watching my kids win is nothing like it. Watching my kids bring home good grades feels awesome. It feels great. It makes me high. Yes, it makes me feel high. To watch my sons accomplish goals, especially goals that I wasn't able to accomplish, it's nothing like that. They don't want that to happen. That's it for now. I hope this helped you out a little bit. I hope this made you think a little bit. I do these videos because I see an issue, I see a problem, and unfortunately, there's not somebody on the other side saying this. I know these videos aren't going to be popular. I know I'm not going to be some great internet YouTube sensation because of this subject matter. But if I can help a handful of you, and if my sons are watching this video for help later on, I've accomplished my goals. I'm Uncle Charles Wallingford. I'm here to help.